Good evening. Education not only promotes and enhances the knowledge, but it also inculcates certain values in the people. That is the reason why, when it comes to the children, especially, giving them the opportunity to learn through education is really a very, very important aspect. And when it comes to India, all the governments, both at the state levels and also at the central level, they are trying their best to impart the better quality education for the children. But unfortunately, for the last 2 years, because of this pandemic, there is a huge impact which affected the children very negatively. That is the reason why now the government is planning more. So obviously, what will happen when they are away from the school, when there is no opportunity for learning through online, then obviously, there will be a psychological effect on the people. And many elders also suffered very badly during this lockdown. And when it comes to children, that is the age for them to go out for the education. That is the age for them to go out for playing. Unfortunately, for long period that was missing. And because of the various variants that are coming up now, there is a continuous disturbance as far as the education system is concerned, because nobody wants to take the risk with the children. That is the reason why even today also the situations are still grim for the children. Hence, whenever there is a new variant or the number of cases are increasing, most of the governments will look at the schools and they will try to close down the schools for the safety of the children. Now, the governments are trying to do their best for providing better quality education, and that is in the form of this digital library and enhancing the number of TV channels, so that the more education. When I say TV channels, those channels that are related to education through e-vidya, Prime Minister's e-vidya. So what are all these things? Let's try to understand. Now, kindly have a look at this. Education, dwelling on the subject of skill development and quality education. The startups in India will be promoted to facilitate drone Shakti. Very, very important one. Please make a note of this. What is a drone Shakti? This is a mechanism through which you are trying to enhance the skill development and the quality education. So this is happening through varied applications and for a drone as a service. Kindly remember, so this is very important. They will ask you in the examination, what is a drone Shakti? What is a drone as a service? So what is happening? In selected ITIs in all the states, the required courses for skilling will be started. Kindly remember, it is not just quality education, but skill development will play a very crucial role in order to sharpen, the abilities of the students in occasional courses to promote crucial critical thinking skills and to give a space for creativity. Kindly remember, so many intellectuals today, they complain that there is nothing like any critical thinking in the current education. There is no scope for any creativity. Alright? But now what is happening? The government is planning to promote this, the critical thinking skills, and also to provide space for the creativity. 750 virtual labs in science and maths and 75 skilling e-labs for a simulated learning environment will be set up in the year 2022-23. This is what is announced by the finance minister while presenting the budget for the year 22 and 23. So this is a very important aspect, and you must write these points in the examination for mains for the preliminary part of this. So what do you mean by drone Shakti? What do you mean by drone as a service? This is very important. Clear? So now go to the next point, point number 3 here. Due to the pandemic induced closure of schools, all the schools have been closed throughout the country because of the pandemic. That is called pandemic induced closure. Children, especially in rural areas and especially from SCs and STs and also other weaker sections, have lost almost 2 years of the formal education, and mostly these are the children in the government schools. To some extent, if these are the private schools, they have arranged this online facility or something, but especially when it comes to rural areas, that too in the government schools, these facilities were not there, and there was a huge impact on the children. Thus, to impart supplementary teaching and to build a resilient mechanism for education delivery. Look at this. One class, one TV channel program. Very important one. So this is a program of the Prime Minister, Pradhana Mantri E-Vidya. It will be expanded from 12. Currently you have 12 channels here. This will be expanded to 200 TV channels and will enable all the states to provide supplementary education in regional languages for classes 1 to 12. It will be available in all the regional languages, so that the state governments can make arrangements, and that will be a better facility for making the children to learn more. Kindly remember, the number is going to be increased from 12 to 200 TV channels. Very important one. And kindly remember, what is one class, one TV channel program. Kindly remember this. Next, we have few more points. Have a look at this. A digital university, again important one, will be established to provide access to students across the country for world-class quality universal education. Very important one. Through this digital university, so this is a personalized learning experience at their doorsteps. And kindly remember, this will be of the world-class quality universal education. Meaning, government is trying its best to provide the best to the children in India. And it will be made available in different Indian languages and ICT formats. And the university will be built on a networked hub-spoke model, with the hub building cutting-edge ICT expertise, and the best public universities and institutions in the country will collaborate as a network of hub spokes. Please remember each and every point, and whenever we discuss about the education, every point is important in the education. Kindly go through this. So these are the points that we have explained. Digital university, high quality e-content through digital teachers, one class, one TV channel program, and startups to facilitate drone Shakti for drone as a service, 750 virtual labs in science and mathematics, and 75 skilling e-labs for simulated learning environment. Kindly remember, just like any other aspect, education is very important, and whenever there is a question on this education, you should be able to write these latest points. Thank you so much. and I'll see you in the next session.